Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 86 of WCW. We are 17 days away from Spring Stampede. We are 4 days away from a Nitro. Let's just get into it. Thank you for the bits, Billy. Ooh, Matt Heisen. Look at little Spike Dudley. Yes, Kerry Von Erich is the guy that lost his foot and told nobody. We were looking at some stuff in WWF before the stream officially started, and Kerry Von Erich still had like a 70 brawl and like a 70 tech or something, and I was like, I mean, first of all, I think he's dead by March 95. Although obviously in this universe he has lived, which is cool, but his stats should be real bad. He was he was real bad, you know, the couple years before he passed. But hey, good for the WWF. They need all the people they can get. Their world champion is Ted DiBiase, who, if you remember, is someone I let leave our company because I was like, he's old and declining, and we don't really need him. And they were like, that's our champ. So things are going great over there. Spike Dudley is the best Dudley. He's probably the one I would most want to hang out with. Although that might be Devon. I don't know. Devon seems chill. Also, are we considering the entire Dudley universe? Are we considering like Big Dick Dudley and Dances with Dudley? Grat Sasuke. I don't know what happened there. Great Sasuke moved to the southeast. Welcome to. I guess they're moving to Atlanta in this save and not Orlando. Lane Storm moved to Atlanta. Megumi Kudo moved to Atlanta. All right, welcome aboard, everybody. Oh no, UWF morale issues. Keep them under control down there, Herb. Heard from like Rene Dupree's podcast that Spike was one of Taker's stooges. Oh no. Gah. Do we trust Rene Dupree though? How can we trust Rene Dupree? A lot of news today. Although I think it's just because it's Sunday. I think we just had a lot of indie shows and stuff last night. MMA defeat for Willie Peters. Willie Peters. UWF isn't dying. We just looked at it right before this stream. They have like $1.5 million. Also, like, well, I was going to say for what, but actually we could make it dev. Because I'm sure they have a much better TV deal than Smoky Mountain does. But no, they're not going to sell. Somehow in 1995, they still have money. This is getting to the point where we're making a very bizarre alternate universe. Where, like, UWF still exists. Kerry Von Erich's still alive. ECW is, like, not a thing. It's still just, like, a shitty Northeast Indie. Because we still have Paul Heyman. Hulk Hogan has not left the WWF. The Hogan era has just continued into the mid-90s, which feels weird. Cynthia Moreno, welcome to Atlanta. Lioness Asuka, welcome to Atlanta. Vampiro, welcome to Atlanta. Alright, let's do a Nitro. No nights off. Where haven't we been in a while? Tri-State. It's been a while since we've been to the Tri-State. Alright, last time we were here, we went to the Spectrum. This time we're going to go to the Izod Center. Alright. I have no idea. No idea what we need. We're still 2 weeks away from the pay-per-view. I bet we probably need some storyline ideas. Let's go for those. Ooh, thank you. Who has been the nicest wrestler I've met? I don't know. They've all been pretty nice. I don't think I have any like, oh, I met this wrestler and he was a dick kind of stories. But all the wrestlers I've met have been like at shows or like at the gimmick table or whatever. I've never done the like wait in 3 hours to shake a wrestler's hand or get their Polaroid thing. I don't know. No one is like coming to my head as like especially nicer than the other ones. I think I've told this before, but when I was a little boy, like I'm talking like 6 or 7 years old, I saw Tony Atlas at an indie show in Pennsylvania, and there's a picture of somewhere in my house of like Tony Atlas holding up 7-year-old me. So I'll say Tony Atlas. He was probably very nice to me because I was a child. All right, safe bet. We're stacking these. Ooh, we got storyline ideas today. Near certainty for Terry Funk. Actually, we could probably use that for that fucking Avalanche angle that has not been going. That was a great meeting. The power of Tony Atlas got us through the meeting. All right. Lance Storm and Gordon Soley did karaoke together. No, they didn't. No shot. No. Brian Pillman read the locker room. Sure. Paulie yelled at Heenan. Manami Toyota yelled at Heenan. Steve Austin and Terry Gordy got in an argument. Okay. Manami was like, I'm not done with you yet. And she went back for Bobby. What did he say? Misawa's dating Megumi Kudo. Okay. Okay. Steve Williams wants to put over Kenta Kobashi. Brother, you couldn't have said this to me like 3 weeks ago when Kobashi was still a heel. Okay. We'll, I mean, look, Dr. Death is like not doing anything right now, so we'll probably find a way to have him do this job to Kobashi. Training. All right, great. All right, let's see. Last week we had Pillman and Bam Bam beat. Okay, so that kind of probably just that was probably supposed to jumpstart the Bam Bam and Vader feud that we're supposed to be doing. Nigger Casas beat Ultimo, Dynasty Regal. Okay. Gordy and Jumbo bump into each other backstage and just start fighting. Wow, my creative juices were really flowing last week, huh? Kobashi beat Kawada. Hell yeah. That's not, okay. All right. Okay, we're still doing this slow burn on the Sabu heel turn. Okay, all right. Imagine meeting Billy Corgan. I'd rather not. All right, so we gotta do something. I'm gonna assume. I don't know. I'm just gonna have Vader and Bam Bam cook. I don't know if that's a great idea, but they're gonna talk some shit back and forth to each other, based on what happened in last week's match. And then this is very quickly gonna turn to a promo about like big man heat, of Big Man Vader being like, "Well, it's an embarrassment that I lost since I'm the best big man here at WCW. I shouldn't lose to a guy like you." And then Bam Bam being like, "How dare you? I'm the best big man in WCW." Telling stories, folks. All right. Similarly, Brian Pillman, he was on the winning side of that match. He wants that Triple Crown. He wants the Stinger's belt. Okay. I want to do a thing. All right, let's do it. Well, let's book the match first, and we'll book backwards from there. 2v2. Kenta Kobashi. Actually, this is, yeah, Kenta Kobashi and Dr. Death. Although Dr. Death wants to put him over. I was gonna do him and Dr. Death against Gordy and Misawa, which cool match. But we probably should take advantage because I'm pretty sure Steve Williams is quite a bit more over than Kobashi. Like high 70s, low 80s. Yes. Okay. So we definitely need Kobashi to beat Dr. Death. I mean, we could do a triple threat. That feels lazy, but we absolutely could do it. Especially because that's just what we did with Dr. Death and Terry Gordy. But, like, I'm not... It's going to do better than if we just have them wrestle each other one-on-one, because the game's going to be like, oh, let's do baby faces, and, like, take 10 points off it. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. Four-way. That's true. We could just have those four guys. Now, the problem with that is I think Misawa will be mad that he's just, like... Even though he wouldn't be getting pinned, I think he might still be mad because he's, like, stupid over. Yeah, he's... Well, we could try it. We could try it and see what happens. Jen Ox, what's up? This kind of feels like Vince Russo shit. Like, all right, gotta do a tag match. I want you to pin your partner. Vince, he can't pin his partner. Well, make it a four-way. Whatever, bro. Telling a story, bro. Who cares? Let's see if Misawa is mad. Extremely. Okay. All right. Remember when I said it was fail four-way? I lied. Is a triple threat. This is a triple threat. Hey! All right. This should be really good. Actually, this should probably be a wild brawl now that I'm really looking at this. Pure 8391. Oof, he's okay. Yes, this should absolutely be a wild brawl. All right, let's do 12 minutes. Let's do a wild brawl. Let's do the classic. The all-time great. At ringside. Mitsuharu Misawa. Who will attack Kobashi after the match. I think everything has been storyline development so far. Actually, I think one was hype, but I don't know. Let's just do serious, I guess. Misawa, attacker. Kobashi, victim. You know what? Let's have Dr. Death kind of fight him off. Kind of come over and be like, "Hey, get the fuck out of here. Leave my boy Kobashi alone." Okay. What's the main event of this show? We got Rude. We got Stan. Well, I'm building to Stan and Steve, but that's still like 2 pay-per-views from now, and I don't really like to start a feud before like the other title matches happened. Let's see. Jumbo and Gordy are in a feud. All right, Fatal 4-Way's back on. Let's get Jumbo in here. Yeah, his PR is good enough. It'll be fine. Oh no, he doesn't like it either. I thought. Just kidding. All right. All right. I guess that means Jumbo's cutting a promo. Actually, no. Let's have him. Let's have him out here instead of Dr. Death fighting him off. Let's have. All right. Let's also add. Let's add Terry Gordy to the attacker. And then let's add Jumbo to making the save. Post-match. Post-match. Gordy and Misawa. Attack. Kobashi. Williams. Jumbo make save. Okay. Alright, well Jumbo can simply have a match then, I guess. Since he's not really fucking doing anything. Jumbo and Akira Taue. Sure. He has beaten Akira Taue twice. Okay. Jumbo versus Toshiaki Kawada. He has beaten Toshiaki Kawada twice. Jumbo versus you know him. You love him. He wishes his partner wasn't hurt. It's Doug Furnace. Okay. Alright, we still don't have a main event for the show. We got Rick Rude, we got Stan Hansen, we got Steve Austin, we got Stang. Do you think Sting in a singles match against either Mike Awesome or Jerry Lynn could headline the show? They're both just recognizable, but Jerry should at least be a good worker. And if we put Pillman at ringside, it should give us the storyline bump. And it's extremely hot. Alright, we're gonna try this. I don't know if this is like a great idea. Sting is gonna take on Jerry Lynn. Billy, do a tag Dustin and Ron versus the champs in their rematch. You know what? That's not a bad idea. I'm still gonna do Sting and Jerry Lynn. It's just not gonna be the main event because, like, what the fuck kind of. That's a good call. That's a good call. This will now be 10 minutes. It'll be open. And you know what? Let's do botch interference here too. There he is. We'll make this the storytelling match. Yeah, don't put the Triple Crown on the line. That's fine. Alright. Main event. 2v2. All Japan Unified World Tag Team titles. Rick Rude and Marty taking on Dustin and Ron. $16 Rick Rude is going to pin Dustin Rhodes after botch interference from Sabu. Do we have any good creative finishes? I would even take like a safe bet. I don't want to use a like. Do we have a safe bet? We have a couple safe bets. I'm going to throw a safe bet on this. Just to be sure. And then after that, we will do these three guys arguing at each other. And Dusty. Dusty should be out there too. Ron working the crowd. Dustin. Sabu. Dusty. American Nightmares. I think if we want to really lay it on thick, we could do a thing where it looks like Dustin and Ron are maybe even about to win, and then Sabu like runs in and tries to throw them a weapon, and then like I don't know, he like overshoots it and like over tosses the chair or whatever, and then you know, Rick Rude catches it, cracks Dustin, and gets the pin, something like that. Actually, I like the over-tossing the chair finish, because then it really puts into question of, like, okay, did you overthrow the chair? Or because it seems like you threw it right at him on purpose. I think that's good. Stan and Steve. I had them both cut promos last week, right? Because I remember I had Steve cut a promo that was like, yeah, he's an old piece of garbage. And then Stan was like, I'll show you, brother. I think Stan is also just going to simply, all right, Stan, you can wrestle Akira Taue. Hey, now we're talking. All right. I'll give this an open match. Stan will win. Advance the storyline. Although, honestly, this is gonna bring... You know what? Maybe we shouldn't, because I'm sure World Title Scene has, like, 96 heat or something like that. Yeah, 90. And that match ain't getting a 90, so let's just leave it as is. Oh, damn, that's 86 minutes already? But there's still so many... Okay. Regal and Owen Hart haven't been on the show. Ultimo and Negro Casas haven't been on the show. The women didn't get on the show. Okay, alright. Bucket, what's up, man? Let's give Owen and Regal a promo. Maybe right before the main event, saying, you know, they're going to take on whoever wins. That kind of thing. Talking about Rick Rude. They're talking about Marty. They're talking about Ron. Regal will say they are next in line for tag titles. It's going good, Bucket. How you been doing, man? Let's put this up here. And then we have what? We have 3 minutes. Oh, I would love. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Here's what we are gonna do. We're gonna take 2 minutes off this, and we're gonna take 1 minute off of something else. We're gonna take 1 minute off Stan Hansen and Akira Taue. You know what? This isn't gonna work anyway. Because what I wanted to do was give Cynthia Moreno a squash match, but she's unimportant. Unless she had momentum. Likely. I'm scared because those don't hit. She's going to be cold. Alright, let's, I mean, Cynthia Moreno called out Bull last week, so let's just have them fighting. I don't know if I put them in a storyline yet. Did I? That's the wrong button. Storylines, women title scene. I did. Okay, great. Storyline development. Cynthia fighting. Bull fighting. Okay. Stan and Taue, here's your minute back. Alright, what the fuck are we opening the show with? Who's the best big man in WCW? That's how you get the crowd. That's how you get a crowd going. All right, just kidding. We're actually going to open. Let's open with the Pillman promo. Oops. No, that doesn't really work. Let's just leave it how it is. It's fine. I think this should do good. Oh wait, hold on. This is slightly out of. Hold on. Okay, actually now we can open with the Pillman promo. Do bang. Right there. And oh. Because this post-match thing. Whatever. That's fine. They could cut their promo down here. 91. That's what everything got last week. So I'll say a 91 again. Why not? Off to a good start. Brian Pillman fucking cooks Sting's ass. Probably doesn't need Paul talking with him anymore. He could probably just do it. An 85 for Sting and Jerry Lynn. I'll take that. I'll take that for sure. There's storytelling and everything. $83 for an Owen Hart and Steve Regal promo. You know what? I'll allow that. I'll allow that big time. 86 for Stan and Taue. This math is not mathing. Taue's gimmick is getting stale? What? Chat, what do we think his gimmick's gonna be? No gimmick needed, and it's awful. Well, let's change that. He plays dominant and badass gimmicks particularly well. Well, he's not going to be dominant, so let's go badass. I mean, it's hard to come up with a gimmick for Akira Taue because it's Akira Taue, man. I don't know. Akira Taue, where are you from? Let's see. He's from Chichibu, Saitama, Japan. Not a very cool sounding place. I've always seen him as the easygoing big guy. Well, no, he's a badass now. He's not easygoing. He's a real bad boy. He's the bad boy. This is fucking as generic and safe as it gets. We might turn him face. I don't know. It's not like we have any hard plans for him. Oh, we're changing her gimmick? Woman on a mission? Okay, great. Very good. All right, see? Changing gimmicks. It's great for everybody. Everyone loves a gimmick change. We got an 80 for Jumbo and Doug Furnace. I'll take that. Jumbo was even off his game. Oh, this did bad. I thought these guys would do good at talking. And I was wrong. Mamma mia. A 90 for this? Okay. Thank you, Dr. Death, for asking to put over Kobashi. We appreciate it. That's doing business the right way, brother. Is Kobashi going to be whatever Dylan Bostic is supposed to be? What is Dylan Bostic supposed to be? Oh, this was a big cluster. Yeah, this big cluster probably deserves an 80. Yeah, that sounds right. The Macho Man wrestles on Saturdays. We have a brand split in this universe because I bought All Japan and didn't know what to do with all the wrestlers. So Nitro is like largely the new All Japan brand, except we've kind of been sending some of them to Saturday night. And then Saturday night is like the what you would think of WCW as brand. The guy. Well, he can't be the guy from Twitter. It's 1995. 87. I will take that for the main event. I'm glad I put on the creative finish because without it, this probably gets like an 82, and that's not a very good main event. But an 87 is perfectly fine for a TV. No, we're not turning Sabu yet. That's what that's about. Yeah. Then 75 for these guys yelling at each other. $91. That is exactly what I said we would get. Can't be mad at it. We 900,000, almost mid-million. Pop recap, Maritimes, baby. So you just become WWE. Yeah, I mean a little bit. We are like far and away the #1 promotion in the world. Actually, I don't even know if that's true because WWF is probably more popular than us in like Europe and stuff because we have like no TV there at all. But in America and Japan, we are like for sure the #1 promotion, which are like the two biggest markets. Also, like, All Japan was gonna die, so like, you know, they didn't they didn't have any money. Hugo Triana is available in a new game area. Whom? Okay, thank you, game. Nitro got a point 93, 100,000. Okay, great. You should get a TV deal in Europe. Yeah, I mean, it's not that easy in 1995. We've, you know, I guess I will say it's been a while since we've looked at broadcasting, like, but it's pretty. Yeah, this is already. Oh, let's do coverage. Like anywhere other than the U.S. basically is a no. Like that's. Also, we have this thing where we're owned by Turner, so they won't let us go on like competing networks, which is why the only deal we have in Canada is that shitty one on Rogers TV. But yeah, like can't get anything in Mexico. Can't get anything in the UK. We have very good TV in Japan. Can't get anything in Europe. Like that's just how it is. That's also why we're like grinding popularity in Canada on house shows because it's like the only way we can do it. Nah, we're not going to make our own TV channel in 1995. That's like I know the game will let us do that, but that's crazy. We got to give ourselves a little bit of fucking, you know, a little bit of parameters. We got to work in the box a little bit, you know. Dan Spivey lows to IWA Japan. Okay, great. House show British Columbia drew 99 fans. Ooh, almost 3 digits, baby. Yeah, we haven't checked if any company's dying in a while. Oh, AAA! AAA's close! Oh. You guys are at negative 2 million and you... Okay, alright. Oh, 2 wrestlers. Okay, hold on. We'll check that in a second, Billy. Let's see. Canadian champion. Oh? Well, nah, that wouldn't give us much. Canadian Rocky Mountain Wrestling. Ugh, that wouldn't give us anything. Oh, CMLL is in way worse shape. They're at negative 8 point. Oh, Lucha is about to die. Oh, fuck. Oh, no. This is gonna, like, take the rest of the episode if we buy CMLL. Fuck me. Alright, chat, just... Let's wait a second. Let's wait a second. Let's look at the rest of these and really think about it. FMW... We don't need anything in Japan. We don't need more in the Maritimes. Network of Wrestling? What the fuck is that? I mean, the only company that could be bought is CMLL. And I'm assuming they have... Yeah, that would rocket us to, like... I assume #1 in Mexico. Because I have to assume... Yeah, they're bigger than AAA. I mean, we gotta do it. This is gonna... Alright. Alright, the rest of the episode just got fucking decided. Alright, takeover means that the company remains active with its current roster. No, we don't want that. Pillage allows you to handpick which assets you wish to keep before closing the company down. If they are more popular than you in a region, you will absorb that. Okay, this is probably what we want. Disband does nothing, right? Okay, we also, but like, we want stuff from CMLL. I mean, that goes without saying. Oh, I have to go through this entire roster now. Okay. Alright. There's got to be a better way. Let's actually go to their roster. Let's get the fucking notepad and, like, write down who we want to keep. Actually, I'm going to put it on my second screen because that'll be easier for me. CML guys. We're keeping. Alright. Mike Shaw. That's probably going to be a no for me, dog. Art Bar. I'm assuming Art Bar is good, but also probably a maniac. But like, we should probably take Art Bar. How many wrestlers do they have? So many. That's why they're losing money. Look at all the wrestlers they have. All right. I mean, Antifas. I do not know this man, but he's got pretty good stats. No pop really anywhere, really, not even in Mexico. Chat, if there's anyone you really, really want me to keep here, let me know. Atlantis. Yeah, we should probably. I'm assuming he's also. Yeah, Atlantis for sure. Atlantis. Blue Demon. Oh, he's popular in Mexico, but not so much in the States. We should probably keep Blue Demon Jr. Blue Panther, I mean, for sure. Yeah. When a guy has a stat that goes to 100, you should probably sign him. Ooh. 82 100 alien flashiness. 21. Probably not popular at all. Chaparrita Asari. I do not know this person, but we're going to send them to Dev. Oh, Chavo Classic. I don't think we need Chavo Classic. El Brazo. He's decently popular in Mexico. I don't know what we're going to do with El Brazo. Who am I to doubt El Dandy? Who? I mean, listen, again, when a guy's got a stat that goes to 100, you probably got to take him. Ken Timms. I'm not familiar with your game, Ken Timms. Felino. Get what am I gonna do with El Brazo? What am I gonna do with him? All right, we're adding Felino. I guess I'll take. I don't know. I feel like El Brazo is just gonna end up like, I don't know, Ogawa or whatever, where it's just like, yep, he's there. Führer. Gran Apache. Eh. Guerrero de la Muerte. Guerrero del Futuro. Oh yeah, those are good stats. So he's kind of on the older side. I'm on the fence on Guerrero del Futuro. Jerry Estrada. Kamala, what are you doing here? Kato Kung Lee Jr. has like fucking insane blue stats out the wazoo. I don't know anything about Kato Kung Lee Jr., but let's put him in dev. Alright. La Chola. La Diabolica. La Diabolica seems okay. No one's gonna have pop. Do any of you have pop? That would really help us a lot. Lasertron is Hector Guerrero. That checks out. Alright, let's go to skills then. La Fugitiva. La Seductora. Gotta be honest, I am not up with my, like, 90s luchadoras. Can we look at, like, match histories on Diabolica and Fugitiva? Oh, Velvet McIntyre and La Diabolica have been having an insane feud. Also, Velvet McIntyre, what are you doing here? Okay. Fugitiva. Looking for singles matches here. They're both in like the 50s. Fuck it. Bring them both in. Fuck it. There's no budget. Money's fake. Hector. Is Hector? I assume Hector. We should probably bring in Hector Guerrero. Even if he's just like a manager or a road agent, he would be good at that. Also, Eddie will be happy. I have no idea if you can do bi-weekly TV. That would be news to me. Links. Mascara Mágica. Oh, I gotta brush up on my fucking 15-year out-of-date high school level Spanish. Miguel Perez Jr. Miguel Perez Jr. is very good at brawling and hardcore and psychology. Although hardcore is not a stat that we even rate on, so I don't know if we super need Miguel Perez Jr. Chat, how do we feel about Miguel Perez Jr.? He is brawling. Yeah, he is brawling. Oh, we're going to have to make a third show. We're going to have to make a third show. Hey, Negro Casas, what's up, man? Hey, guess what? You work for me all the time now. Orito, those are not great stats. Oro, you look like another guy who's going to dev. That's what you look like. Paraguayo. Are you popular in America? Oh, you are so... Okay, Paraguayo. Wasn't sure, but here you're coming in. Pirata Morgan. I feel like Pirata Morgan should also... No, not popular in America at all. Decently popular in Mexico. Skills. Hey, he's not that great. I think it's like 60s in Mexico. I think probably going to pass on Pirata Morgan. Plata. Fucking Dev. Can't wait to just drop all these luchadors off at fucking Smoky Mountain. There's Jim Crow. Well, God, I'm supposed to do goddamn. Bring me 12 of the same goddamn wrestler. What for? Do goddamn luchador, goddamn. His words, not mine. Rayo de Jalisco Jr., Ricky Santana, Satanico, Alright. Super Astro. Those are some stats. Aerial flashiness, psychology. A little bit of pop. Yeah, Super Astro. Welcome aboard. Super Pinocchio. Lots of supers. Tigro, Ulysses, Universo, Velvet McIntyre. Velvet McIntyre. No, I thought you might be recognizable in the States, but I don't think you're going to be. You are popular in Mexico, though. That's so weird. Are you good? You've got some tech. I can't believe we bought CMLL and we're going to bring in Velvet McIntyre. Vicky Carranza. Got some stats. Not popular really anywhere. Hey, she's the CMLL Women's World Champion. I'm only getting 52s though. Chaparrita is really the star here. That's really the jewel of the women's signings. Piano 3. Viano 3 is good, but he's 42. He has some pop in America, though. Fucking Viano 3. Bring him in. Volador. Not great. Alright, chat. Who am I missing here? We got Atlantis. We got Blue Panther. All the women. I don't know if we need all the women. Felino. We got Felino. We got Love Machine. We got Miguel Perez. Got Oro. Got Paraguay. Parata. Alright, I'll bring in Parata Morgan. I'm assuming, like, Parata Morgan is one of the few guys from this era I'm familiar with, so I assume he was a decently sized star in Mexico, but I don't know. This game doesn't give him the greatest stats, but we'll add him to the group. We'll add him. Los Dinamitas, Cien Caras, Masker Año, and Universal 2000. I mean, Cien Caras is 45 and, like, really bad. Yeah, I'm thinking passing on these guys. Their stats are just very mid. And, like, they're popular in Mexico. But unless I'm running the show in Mexico, which I hope maybe I am, I don't know. I'm probably not going to use them that often. MS1 does have some popularity in the States, and he's got some tech. Sure. Sangre Chicana. Yeah, probably gonna. His skills are not very good, and he's 43. Probably gonna pass on him. Super Unico. He's got some tech, but that's about it. Again with the pop. Well, he's got some in the Southwest, sure. Super Unico. Unico? I don't know. Super Pinocho. I mean, the skills are just not there on Super Pinocho. That's fine. Sorry, everyone that's putting stuff in. I'm looking at Chamo Rosales' one from like a little bit ago. Sorry to the rest of you, but you know, he's from Mexico, so I'm taking his word a little more over the rest of you. Lucianos. I got Viano. Is there? I only seen the one Viano. Sign everybody recognizable. Oh. Well, that we gotta do search for that. USA minimum. I think 40 would be recognizable. I think it's a little above 40. Well, we got our bar, who's already on the list. We got Atlantis already. We got Blue Panther already. We don't have... El Canek has 62... All right, El Canek, welcome aboard. I would not have guessed that for your pop in America. El Dandy we have... We don't have Jerry Estrada. Jerry Estrada has 46 pop. That is... He can job for sure. Listen, chat. We're not bringing Kamala back. We got Negro Casas works for us already. We got Paraguayo. Rayo de Jalisco Jr. Okay. Bring him in. And we already got Villano. I don't see Mephisto here. I did see him in one of the match histories you were looking at, but I don't see him on the list. Oh, he's Astro Ray Jr. Okay. That's a why. Yeah, we should sign him. All right, that's let's see, chat. I have written down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27 names. I think that's enough. Check refs. Oh, I guess we'll need lucha refs now that we're a lucha company. What am I looking for? Perception, roll, referee. They only have 3 refs? We are going to sign Babe Richard. He is the best ref. Or it's probably Ricard. I don't know. I guess we should look at their commentators too. CMLL training facilities will spawn new IRL talent. Oh yeah, we should. Good call. Good call. Your commentator's good. Juan Carlos is 81-89. Sure. If we start that Lucha show, we'll need Juan Carlos. Let's bring him in. Color commentator. Sure. Let's bring him in too. Why not? All right. I'm sure when this hits YouTube, someone is gonna be like, "I can't believe you didn't sign so and so," but like that's, I think that's good. That's 30 people. I think that's good. How is Alfonso Morales not good? He's probably the best commentator in Mexico history. I know make the stats. I don't know. Okay. I guess we should look at titles. The CMLL World Light Heavyweight title has 80 prestige, which is almost certainly more prestigious than our light heavyweight title. So we'll probably take that. And the trios, we don't have trios belts. Why not? Might as well take them. And they have the NWA. Oh Jesus, they have 2 light heavyweight titles. All right, the CMLL one means more. All right, CMLL light heavyweight title. CMLL trios titles. They absolutely have this exact mod for TW9. It's just, you know, he just took the 2021 and he updated it a little bit and stuff, but it's the same mod. I wish I knew. You know what? I was gonna say I wish I knew if I was gonna start a lucha show or not. But let's just assume we are. Let's just assume we are gonna start one. Because if we don't need these belts, we can just fucking retire them, right? So give me the middleweight. I guess give me the world heavyweight. Although I don't even know if we're gonna have any heavyweights. CMLL tag team. Welterweight's got 7. Sure, let's listen. We didn't really bring in enough women to have a separate women's lucha division, so I don't think we're going to take the women's belt. We should maybe take this NWA World Light. I mean, the World Light Heavyweight title, it's got 79, which is more than some of these other belts. So many belts. Like I said, we could just retire them. All right. Let's go back. Attempt to take over. Pillage CMLL. All right, here we go. Bring this dumb list back up. We want American Love Machine. We want Astro Ray Jr. We want Atlantis. We want Blue Demon Jr. We want Blue Panther. We want Chaparrita Asari. We want El Brazo. We want El Dandy. We want El Canek. He was out of order. We want Falino, which my fucking Microsoft Notepad autocorrected to Feline. Thank you. Thank you, Microsoft. Thank you, our tech overlords. Jerry Estrada. Kato Kung Lee Jr. La Diabolica. La Fugitiva. Lasertron. Hell yeah. Lasertron's gonna tag team with Battle Cat. We could do Los Guerreros, but I would rather have Lasertron and Battle Cat. Miguel Perez Jr. I guess just Miguel Perez. MS1. Oro. Paraguayo. Pirata Morgan. Plata. Also, sorry, Camo Rosales. I'm sure these pronunciations are all brutal. I'm trying. Right to Jalisco. Super Astro. Super Nico. Super Pinocho. Velvet McIntyre. Viano 3. And we want that ref. And we wanted Juan Carlos. Do it all in the Monet voice? No. Titles. You know, I think you guys are right about the titles. Let's just take all of them. Worry about it later. Events? Oh. I don't think we need to save any events. TV shows. Oh, should we take their TV shows? Yeah, because we want those time slots, right? We should probably take at least we'll take both, I guess, for now. I don't know. It seems weird to keep Anniversario if I'm not keeping CMLL as a company, right? Like we're celebrating the anniversary of CMLL, a company that doesn't exist. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of weird. Training facilities. Apparently I can't take that. Or broadcasters. Oh, that would be broadcasters they own. That's why they don't own any broadcasters. Okay, okay. Okay. Before I hit pillage, is there anything else? Honestly, I don't even know if we need to really keep the TV shows because I'm sure we could just get a new TV deal with the popularity we'll have in Mexico, but whatever. I guess we'll take them. Yeah, I don't know why I can't keep their training facilities unless maybe it doesn't exist in the game for some reason. Oh, is it possible they shut it down because they had so little money? That could be. Maybe it debuts later in the mod. That could be too. All right, let's pillage it. They've been pillaged. They've been pillaged. Okay. Oh, the TV shows are once a month. Or is it, oh, that's just when we tape it. Is that what it is? Taped 4 episodes. That's what it is. So it is every Thursday and every Friday, but we do block tapings. Mamma mia. Okay. Um, I don't know that we need to keep both of these. And if I was gonna keep one, I'm assuming we would keep Super Viernes because that's always the show I've associated with CMLL. Swarley, do you like or hate block taping? Um, I don't think it's good content for a stream, right? Because then it's like we do all the block taping and then it's just a fucking month of waiting around. But like in my private saves, it's fine. It doesn't bother me. I definitely have done it in like, dire situation kind of saves. We were doing it in ROH because we were fucking trying not to die. But yeah, I don't think it's good. It's good to have a show every couple days for the stream. Oh, these are on TV in this. Oh, interesting. I didn't know that. And then yes. Oh, actually, it's probably a good thing that we took those TV deals because they were not interested in negotiating. I'm trying to figure out why the minimum quality for this show is 65 and for this one it's 20. When this one is this one a B show? Yeah, this one must be a B show because I can't figure out any other reason why the evening show would be 20 and the late night show would be 65. I know y'all love buying companies. I know. I mean, listen, it's fun and it did just instantly like we are far and away the number one company in the world now. So like it wasn't like pointless, but yeah, we got a lot of fucking rescheduling and shit to do now. Um, Broadcasting. I wanted events. I wanted events and TV. Yeah, it's a B show. Listen. We super don't need a B show, okay? So I think this one we're gonna fucking just sunset it. I can't just delete it, can I? I have to go, like, undo the TV deal. Oh, I can just do dormant. Never mind, I can just do dormant, yes. Alright. Looks like I was right after all. Alright, listen. Televisa. We don't want the B show, okay? How much longer is on this contract? Till 1997. Alright, that's a while. Hey, can we cancel the deal for CMLL on Televisa? Oh, okay, cool. All right, so we definitely have a third show, which, as of this moment, is called CMLL Super Viernes. I think we're probably just going to change it to WCW Super Viernes, right? We canceled the contract. Oh, I still have it on the US. Good call. Good call. Thank you. $800,000. Yeah, you can take it. $50,000. Take it. Okay. Oh, it immediately disappeared. Okay, great. WCW Super Viernes. That's fucking weird. Um, I don't think we need to tape 4 shows at a time, chat. I think we could just do this every Friday, right? Like, if this is going to be a show, I think we just do it live. I know. See, this is what I was telling people when I was like, "Oh, buy a company." Like this is what happens. People have been trying to get me to buy CMLL and the AEW save for like the entire time, and I'm like, "No, it's weird." Probably just gonna go with like a generic WCW logo for now, but maybe I'll actually make a logo for once in my life. If we really wanted to be gross, we'd change the name to Thunder. I don't see a Festival de Lucha logo. I assume it would come up under WCW. But yeah, there's not one. Yeah, there's some weird like this like WCW, like I don't know. There's some weird like fan fiction shit in here. Lucha Underground. We're just gonna go with this generic ass WCW where the big boys play photo for now. And I guess that show will actually be in Mexico. I don't see any reason not. Um, brand split. All right, I mean, we got to add a third fucking brand. Uh, oh, I don't remember how to do this. Add new brand. Like, I'm at add new brand. Oh, just at the bottom, add new brand, of course. All right. How do... What am I doing wrong? How do I change it from brand 3 to something else? Got it. I don't got it. Oh, I see. Nitro, brand 3. All right, here we go. I got it. Don't worry, guys. All right, brand number 3. Super. Is this going to fit? Viernes. It'll fit if we make it one word. Is a major show product. Oh, we should probably change the product. We should probably do like... Oh, I should have checked what CMLL's product was. Competitive Lucha Libre. Deathmatch Lucha... It's not Deathmatch Lucha Libre, that's for sure. Episodic Lucha Libre. That sounds like Lucha Underground. Family-friendly Lucha Libre. That sounds like CMLL. Grindhouse Lucha Libre. I don't... Maybe that's Lucha Underground. Hardcore Lucha Libre. Historic... Oh, maybe CMLL's Historic Lucha Libre? There's too many. There's too many Lucha Libre. Lighthearted. That sounds like Chikara. Lucha Crash TV. That I guess that's like AAA. Lucha Libre Burlesque, Lucha Libre Comedy, Lucha Libre Entertainment, Lucha Libre Slobber Knocker, Lucha Resu. Can't say the word Lucha Resu without turning it to Mauro Winalo. Lucha Resu Amped Up. Lucha Resu Entertainment. Lucha Resu Osaka. That's the product for Osaka Pro, Nigel. Alright, sorry. Oh, I don't know which Lucha product to give it, chat. Yeah, I'm thinking it's either classic competitive or historic. But I don't... Those all sound the same? Yeah, that's true. If we Lucha Resu would probably... We're definitely going to probably put some Japanese guys on there. Classic Lucha Libre. I know. I'm thinking about making it Lucha Resu now because we could add some of the Nitro guys. Because we're gonna need a couple like big stars on that brand. Also, like I don't know how to book Lucha Libre. Although I don't know, it's 6-man tags, right? I book those. But no, for real. Like I don't fucking. Your boy does not know how to book CMLL. Let me tell you. I wish I could see like the actual product based thing, but for now we're gonna make a Lucha Resto and see what happens. Just do a full draft. We don't need to do a full draft. We just need to like move a couple of people over. Make all the people we just signed on Super Viernes and then add like 5 or 6 people. Match focus. Company. You know what? I feel like Lucha is maybe less about focusing on the main events, but I'm just still gonna say default. Announcers. I mean, it's obvious. It's gonna be fucking Juan Carlos. And did we? Oh, I didn't keep the other guy. Oh, I didn't keep fucking Carlos Olivier or Oliver or whatever his name was. Fuck. All right, Juan Carlos and Dusty Rhodes. uh. Jesse Ventura isn't doing anything right now that the NWO. Let's put him on commentary for the Lucha show. We'll have to remind me to sign that other announcer. I'm sure those guys have chemistry too. Gordon Soley. That's true. Gordon Soley's been chilling the whole time. Let's put. Oh, can you fucking imagine Gordon Soley just be like, oh, and there, oh, he's doing though. I'm not seeing a lot of Sue plays here. I'm not familiar with these maneuvers. Mike Tenay. Oh, Mike Tenay should be on the team. We don't have Mike Tenay, but we can go get him. We're just gonna leave this as done for now because we gotta go sign that Carlos guy, and then we'll sign Mike Tenay for a 3-man booth. Mike Tenay should absolutely be in the mod. All right, save. All right, Too Cold Scorpio. Actually, Too Cold Scorpio. Maybe you should be on Super Viernes. Maybe you're good there. All right. Is there a way for me to just auto select? No, of course not. I can't just. No. That would be too easy. Bobby Heenan? No. Funny question. Having commentators who can speak only one language can affect the children. I don't think so. Because we've only ever had English-speaking commentators on our shows, even though they air all over the world, and like it never affects anything. So weirdly, that doesn't seem to matter. Oh, it goes to the top each time. Why? I guess well, whatever. Jun Akiyama, you're on Saturday night, brother. Kid Cash isn't on a brand? You should be on Super Viernes. That's weird. But they speak English. Juan Carlos. I don't think it matters. I mean, maybe in this game he's fixed it, but I'm pretty sure it, like in TEW 2020, I have hired like the best Japanese commentator for my show that was English, you know what I mean, and put him on there, and it was fine. Like I don't, for whatever reason, TW doesn't seem to care about that. Um, I only brought in like 3 women, right? I feel like I should just put them on Nitro. Oh, I guess everyone I bought in for Dev just kind of got sent to Super Viernes, huh? Well, I guess I need them now that this is a show. Is Steve Austin floating? I guess he is. I guess Steve Austin is also going to Super Viernes. I hadn't thought about that. All right, now we look at Nitro and Saturday and go like, who's going over there, right? Um, Before I think about like a big star, oh, I bet Jericho has had some pop in Mexico. I wish I could see that from here. Oh no, he doesn't. He hasn't gone yet. Show me people on Nitro. I want to see if there's anyone that's like low key over in Mexico. I mean, Inoki, sure. Oh, Cynthia Moreno, yeah. True and true. Yeah, we can absolutely get a better TV. Also, like, we can get Mexican deals for Nitro and Saturday. Doug Furnace is just as over in Mexico as he is in the U.S. Doug Furnace, welcome to Super Viernes. Sasuke. Sasuke. Absolutely. The Headhunters on Super Beer? That might be crazy. I don't know. Fuck it. They're not doing anything on this brand. Headhunters. Welcome to Mexico. I guess that means Michael Hayes is also going. Anyone else? Jumbo is already over in Mexico. Liger. Someday you'll be back. Janetti. Michael Hayes. Michael Hayes, you're going to fucking Mexico. Unbelievably. Although, actually, if we're going to actually do those shows in Mexico, which it looks like we probably are, maybe we don't send Michael Hayes there, because he ain't speaking Spanish. Negro Casas should be on Super Viernes. We can't switch him right now because he's like, well, no, we could. Because that pay-per-view is for like 2 pay-per-views. Yeah, let's put him on Super Viernes. He's a huge star. We'll figure out the light heavyweight title in this brand later. Norman Smiley should probably be on Super. Yes, very popular in Mexico. Paulie Dangerously has 68 pop in Mexico. Okay. Light heavyweight title should float. We don't need to float the light heavyweight. We just brought 3 light heavyweight titles from CMLL. Like I think we'll just put one on that show too. Oh, we've done so much work to get Ultimo over. Well, he's light heavyweight. He'll stay on this brand for now. All right, let's also look at Saturday. Although I can't imagine there's a lot of people from Saturday going over, but we should check. Oh yeah, should we move? Ray is probably a lot more over though. Actually, he's not. He's actually more over in the U.S., which is wild to think about. All right, let's look at Saturday. Is there anyone we want? I mean, Eddie's on Saturday, but Eddie's also like the television champion right now, so we can't exactly just send him over. And he's also way more popular here. Yeah, we'll get Crawford. I don't think Crawford. I don't think he showed up. I don't know if it's because he's hurt. No, he should have showed up though. Fucking Giant Warrior is as Giant Warrior. Go to Mexico. I don't know why you're just as popular in Mexico as you are here, but let's take advantage of that. That's why we check like this, because you never know. Oh, look at that pop! Look at that pop for Paul. Look at that pop. Oh, still unimportant. Okay. Piper. Look at this pop in Mexico on Piper. Huh. Huh. Again, didn't see that one coming. Vampiro, but we've done so much work to get Vampiro over on Saturday. I think he has to stay. Can Piper speak Spanish? He should not. He should not, under any circumstance, be able to speak Spanish. Passable. Yeah, and passable does mean he knows enough to like insult people. That's definitely what that means. All right, so let's look at this actual roster we put together here for Super Viernes. Let's look at this. All right, it's definitely a lot less than the other brands. So we might... Oh, Chopper... Maybe we should put some... Maybe we should have 2 women's divisions. Roddy Piper is so weird on this list. He's so weird. let's send her to the other brand. Let's send her to Nitro. Oh, you know what else we should do? We should go to Dev and bring people up. Yeah, let's do that. Let's sign. Also, let's make sure Mike today is actually good. He should be good, but that's like a really wide range. But we're still going to sign him. Not active in the U.S. Okay, well, let's... Hey, what if you were? Cool. Alright, let's... I was going to do something and I totally forgot. Oh, we were going to go to Dev and bring people up. Because there are definitely people down here that we can bring up. Liz Mark Jr., baby! E-call. Super crazy. Psychosis. Oh, psychosis just spelled slightly? Yeah, sure. Spell it stupid. I don't... Whatever. Okay, those are the only guys that actually have some pop in Mexico. Now we can just bring people up based on vibes? Sorry for spooking you by stopping on Road Dogg there. Chavo. We could bring him up and team him with Hector. Let's bring up Chavo. Candido. Sending Candido to Mexico seems crazy, but it's so crazy it might work. I don't think Chris Daniels is really ready. I mean, like Bucci. I mean, like Bucci, yeah, he's just keeping Dev. RVD? Taka. I mean, if you're doing Lucha Resu, you gotta bring up Taka. You gotta bring up Taka. And if you're bringing up Candido, you gotta bring up Tammy. You gotta bring up Tammy, and you gotta send her to Mexico. What's the worst that could happen? She doesn't. No, there's no way she speaks Spanish. All right, keep her down there. All right, I think that's good for bringing up people from Dev. Brand split. Unbranded. Candido. Super Viernes. Is Mark Jr. Psychosis. Super crazy. Taka. Okay. Oh, fuck. I did miss Chavo. How could you miss Chavo? Alright, let's do this. Let's go workers. I just want to do a search of, like, wrestler with a pop in Mexico of, like, 70. Just, like, see who's available, you know? Bestia Salvaje. I have no idea who this is, but they are quite popular. There's Sankaris, who I passed on, and we might change our mind to bring him in. Because we're probably going to be running these shows actually in Mexico. Mil Mascaris? No. Satanico. Satanico's old, but he's still pretty good. Solar. Solar is pretty good and pretty popular. Satanico. Not active in the U.S. Okay. Negotiate. You know, maybe a one-year deal for El Satanico. Oh, he's a freelancer and he doesn't want anything more than 9 months. All right. Satanico's out. Solar. I feel like Solar is going to tell me the same thing, but let's find out. Nope, he's cool. All right. And let's get broad. Let's see. You all broadcasters. Oh, that's interesting. That Televisa won't talk to us. Well, Canal 5 doesn't have anyone else, so let's talk to them. Let's get Nitro and Saturday on this channel. We want a new deal for Nitro. Okay, this doesn't seem to do anything. Whatever. Late evening. Can we get prime time? Oh shit, we gotta go against the NBA on NBC and The Simpsons? They seem cool to give us prime time. 2 years. Cool. Okay. And new deal for Saturday. I guess just World Championship Wrestling. Same thing. 2 years. Give me prime time. Great. These are the only networks that will talk to me. So, hey, I guess you're getting events too. Why not? Two years. Prime time. Okay. And then reverse, let's go to America. Although, really, even though there's all these channels, the only ones we can actually talk to are TNT or TBS. As always, for funsies, I will go to MTV and be like, "Hey, you want Super Viernes?" And then TBS will come yell at me. All right, you gotta try it just to be sure. All right. So do y'all think Super Viernes is more of a TNT vibe or a TBS vibe? Um, I feel like NBA games are on Fridays on TNT. Is that true? Am I making that up? No, because Dark used to be on or not Dark. Rampage used to be on Fridays at 10. So I don't think there's actually basketball games. Though that was on TBS at 10, wasn't it? Maybe there were basketball games. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Fucking TBS. New deal for WCW Super Viernes. I mean, we might as well make it fucking forever because we can't change. I don't think this. Oh no. Okay, give me 40%. Oh. No, let's not. Well, get rid of the fucking. I don't need this shitty sports channel deal. Get this shit out of here. Cancel it. All right. Great. Okay. We did all that to get some TV deals in Mexico. It was totally worth it. Profit. You're on Super Viernes, buddy. All right, let's figure out these belts. We have so many belts. All right. Oh, the World Heavyweight. We Super Astro. You know what? Keeping those champions. Yeah, Paraguayo, Blue Demon Jr. and Atlantis. Or that kind of worked out. We kept most of the champions. Plata is the World Welterweight. I don't think we also need all these NWA belts. I think that's too much, especially for as small as that brand currently is. Wow, this style only has 36. We should unify it with the NWA one or something. Or just move the NWA one and rename it. I don't know. We'll do something. But we're definitely going to get rid of the NWA World Middleweight and Welterweight. We super don't need those. We're going to retire that one. We're going to retire that one. I would like to keep this one just to fucking merge it with the WCW one at some point. And then these will be our main belts. Oh, where are the trios belts? Are they vacant or something? Where are they? Any status. They're vacant. And they're retired for some reason. Unretire them. That's so many belts. It's fucking 10 o'clock. We did one Nitro, and then we bought CMLL. Oh, fuck. All right. Let's book a Saturday night so we at least get a week's worth of TV in. Holy shit. Thank God that like Super Viernes wasn't like the next day. Although God, it's coming. Because today's Wednesday. Maybe it'll air some of those ones that are in the can. That'd be great. Yes, we know this one off the air. All right. Where were we? All right, Southeast. That's where we ran like last week, right? February 6th, since we went to the Northwest? Sure. Last time we went to Taco Bell Arena. Today we go to the Tacoma Dome. Riley, what's up, man? Riley, you missed so much. I bought CMLL. Things went off the rails. Oh, I got all those storyline ideas. I didn't even use them because of said going off the rails. Safe bet for Sting. Sting doesn't need a character idea. He never does. Neither does Masawa. Razor Ramon and John Paul Levesque got into a heat argument. But the Click. What about the Click? You guys are supposed to be boys. Well, you can't get into a fight. Oh, Jen. Then he yelled at a ref. Calm down, Paul. Eddie Gilbert yelled at Bobby Heenan. Yeah. Eddie Gilbert yelled. Oh, no. He yelled at Bobby Heenan and then was like, that Bobby Heenan, he's such an asshole. I'm going to go do fucking karaoke with Jim Ross. By God. Bobby Fulton created a fun atmosphere. Okay. All right. Let's address the locker room. Hey, y'all, you probably heard we bought CMLL. Just so y'all know, it's all good. We're giving them their own show. Everyone's fine. Don't worry about it. All right. What the fuck did we do last week? We did Terry Funk and Ricky Steamboat defeating Steve Austin and Avalanche. What a match. Steamboat Eddie Guerrero beat Mortis, and then lights out, and he got murdered or whatever. Sure. Razor Ramon is too cool. Oh, we started the Eddie Gilbert thing. Oh, I was gonna bring over Dr. Death to be his partner, and then Dr. Death wanted to put over Kobashi, and then I bought CMLL, and I totally forgot about it. We'll figure something out. Cactus Jack laid out the boogie woogie, man. Brutal. Lauren and Kurt hash all their differences with the signers, and then they got beat up, sure. And Rick is still hurt, right? Yeah, cracked tailbone. He'll be back in 3 days. He's almost back. All right. Well, if Rick is hurt, I say you do a 6-man tag. I say you do Rick Martel and Tenru and your boy John Paul Levesque taking on Rick Steiner, Scott Steiner, and Arn Anderson. I suppose this is the main event, even though it has John Paul Levesque in it. I'm going to give Tenru the win over Rick Steiner And I am, of course, going to do interference from Ric Flair. And then, of course, we're going to do big 8-man brawl. By God, we got to go. Pier Sixer, Slobber Knocker. Just like 5 minutes. With Arn. And Kurt. And Rick Steiner. And Scott Steiner. And Ric Flair. And John Paul. And Rick Martel. And Tenryu. That's a lot of guys. This reminds me, I wanted to give some of these storyline ideas. What needs it? What needs it? I mean, this just started. I don't even think we could use it yet. Catch Club could use it for sure. Jumbo and Gordy, that just started. Savage Razor could use it. Oh, yeah, we really... All right, let's give them the safe bet. This could use it. And we of course want Eddie Guerrero and Vampiro, so we're going to get it to work. So we're going to give them the near certainty. U.S. title needs it bad. All right. Steve Austin promo. He is ranting and raving about how I can't believe I lost to Ricky Steamboat last week, yada yada. And then Steamboat's going to come out and cut a promo, basically putting Austin over, being like, yeah, you know what, Austin, you are younger than me, you are stronger than me, you're the world champion, one of the best in the world, but I've got experience, I've got know-how, I've got heart, and that's what I'm going to use to win that WCW title. Okay. Eddie beat Mortis. Eddie, they should wrestle Mortis and Vampiro. Although I don't know who they is. Chavo and Hector are on different brands. But we'll figure it out. No, not yet. Listen, someday one of these European companies or British companies is going to die, and we will buy another one. But with those companies, I don't know if we're going to pillage it. We might just absorb the popularity. Eddie Guerrero teaming. There are no good friends of Eddie Guerrero here. Okay. New plan. Eddie Guerrero will team with his good friend Ken Shamrock or the Battle Cat. Or Razor Ramon. I feel like him and Razor Ramon did team quite a bit. Also, he hates Randy Savage, so that works. Vampiro and Randy Savage. Now that's a match. Folks, let me tell you, that's a match. I'm going to give these guys storytelling. I'm going to have Vampiro hopefully pin Eddie Guerrero after a Mortis interference. Maybe? Guerrero is a bit unhappy because he hates him. That checks out. All right, new plan. Eddie Guerrero to win by disqualification when he's attacked by Mortis. Dub C dub. Dub C dub. Now Vero is unhappy. You're not even getting pinned, bro. Come on. You guys really hate each other that bad? God. If I do a draw, you think they'll both be mad? Alright, listen. This isn't the main event, so let's keep him strong. Alright. Oh, yeah, Cactus Jack killed the Battle Cat, or killed Boogie Woogie Man last week. So we gotta have Boogie Woogie Man with like an eye patch on, or whatever, you know, all taped up. Oh, Cactus Jack, you yellow belly coward, you thought you could sneak attack an old man like the Boogie Woogie Man. But my boy, the Battle Cat, he's gonna get revenge. You know, just, you know, Jimmy Valiant shit. Cactus didn't kill the Boogie Woogie Man. Now, Battle Cat will avenge him. I can't wait to send Battle Cat to Super Viernes. It's gonna be great. Dan Severn and Dan Spivey beat Ken Shamrock and Gary Albright. What the fuck was I cooking? What was I? Alright, Harley races, man. I don't know if Harley has cut a promo. He probably did. That's probably what the 68 was. Bockwinkel promo. And you know what? Let's have Ken talk too. I don't know how that's going to go. We'll find out. Just a promo about, you know, Severn. It was one thing to turn your back on us. Now you're working with Harley Race. You don't stand for the things you said you stood for. All because you were jealous of Ken's success. Alright. How we'll see it. We pillaged it. We kept Super Viernes as a show. It's now called WCW Super Viernes. All the CMLL guys we signed are going to be sent there with, you know, and like a handful of other people from Nitro and Saturday, and it's going to be a third brand. I have this save started as me booking WCW. Now I'm booking like the entire world of non-WWF wrestling in the 90s. I don't know how the fuck that happened. we really took a turn at some point. Avalanche, Terry Funk. Alright. We're doing another promo. Because these guys have been feuding forever. They have to have some kind of gimmick match at Spring Stampede. I don't know what it is. Mostly because I don't know what our TV broadcasters will allow us until the day of. And I don't want to just do like a bunkhouse match because that's what the 8-man tag is going to be. All right. I would love to book Doug Gilbert versus Jun Akiyama, but they're both unimportant. So for the match to work, we really need Eddie in there. We can make it a 6-man tag since we don't know who. Let's do this. Let's do Jun Akiyama teaming with his good friends Bobby Fulton and Tommy Rogers to take on Doug Gilbert, Eddie Gilbert, and their good friend. Someone who I would like to get pinned by Jun Akiyama, which will be Al Perez, who's already there. 10 minutes. Jun pins Al Perez. If Al Perez is mad, I guess he could also pin Doug Gilbert, but whatever. Cool. Everyone's cool with that. All right, and then they should get their heat back, brother. They don't have. We don't have time. I need to book another match. We got Cactus, we got Dan. Those guys were talked about. Either one of them could simply win. I feel like Dan could could simply win a match. Dan Severn, you are going to simply defeat the living legend Larry Zbyszko. Once again, turning his back on tradition. In fact, I'm actually going to do that. I'm going to have him continue the attack. Well, let's put Harley Race out there directing traffic. That's Saturday. That's Saturday. Let's open with the world title promo. Let's not open with this Dan Severn match. Oh, lots of talking. Okay. I would like this like right after they do the thing. Just really, really drive the point home. This Boogie Boogie promo is too high. That's the show. I don't think we're getting a 91 on this one. I'm gonna say an 88. Okay, 86. Was hoping this would get like 100. So an 86 is not great. 74 for this. He deployed 2 storyline ideas and they were both a success. Well, that's good. I mean, considering there was like a DQ finish and we had to keep Vampiro strong and Razor Ramon is still not that good. I think it went pretty well, all things considered. 74. I will take that. I'll take that for a Jimmy Valiant promo. He's cooking. 70. Dan Severn has a gimmick that's getting stale. Oh, that's why we're giving him a new gimmick. Bitter veteran. That is his new gimmick. That is true. It's great. And he can't lose to comedy wrestlers. Well, that goes without saying. He's Dan Severn. And then 75. 75 is good. Just beating up Larry Z. Doing some character work. 82 promo from Bach and Shamrock? Okay. All right. 66. This is very mid-card. I don't know how this kind of snuck up the card so well, but what's important is Akiyama got to pin a more-over wrestler, you know? And he got to make some new friends, Tommy Rogers and Bobby Fulton. 88? Okay, that's a good promo. For this show to get a good rating, this main event needs to get like a 90 plus, and I don't think that's going to happen because JPL is in it, but we'll see. Oh, let's go! JPL could not bring us down. How many more main events do I have to sneak him into until he's recognizable? But no, for real, this is great. I guess I should have known that the GOAT, Scott Steiner, was going to get a 98, and that would carry pretty much everything else. Should have known that. And then an 81 for just these guys brawling. JPL did a bad job. But Tenru picked up the slack. See, that's why they're both on the same team, you know? The yin and yang. 85. Okay, that... Yeah, okay. Now that I'm actually looking at it, there's not a lot of blue here. But an 85 still feels low. Oh, you know what? We got dinged for using JPL too much. That actually took away a couple points of the show. People are getting annoyed that we're shoving JPL down their throats. And you know what? Too bad. Let's go up to Friday and then stop. Because if we advance past Friday, we're gonna have to book Super Viernes, which we don't want to do tonight. I need a week to think about it. Oh. Oh, did we go up a size? What's our size now? We're huge, baby! Let's go! I mean, that does make sense. We did just, you know... We just became extremely popular in Mexico, seemingly overnight. So, I guess that will do that. I'm surprised CMLL was only a 79 in Mexico, but I guess they weren't doing great. Okay, well now that we're huge, we have to be number one by like a lot, right? I can't imagine. No, WWF is still bigger than us? We're bigger. They must be really big in Europe or something, and Canada. Because like we're way bigger than them in Mexico. Wow, UWA is bigger than AAA. I wouldn't have guessed that. British Isles, they must be killing it in those parts of the world. Because we have Japan, Mexico, and the U.S. on lock. I'm curious now. Okay, I mean, they're bigger than Canada than we are, but it's not like they're huge. Oh, they're very big in Europe and very big in. Okay, yeah, they are ahead of us there. What's really hurting us in these markets is not just that they're beating us; it's that we have like nothing. We have like no share at all. So like in the British Isles, we have like a 9 or a 10, and they have like an 80. So they're really lapping us there. Oh, I really need those commentators to show up. I just thought of that. I really need them to show up before Friday. Otherwise, someone's filling in. Hey, Rey Mysterio's back. Hey, Mike Tenay's here. I wish it was the other guy because I don't think him. I don't think they have chemistry. But I don't know. 1 week with bad chemistry should be fine. Yeah, no experience. I need the other guy. Need him real bad. Then I need to actually change it for Super Viernes. Not Nakayama. All right. Ooh. Let's see. Dance Fiery's left. Okay. Rey Mysterio's back. AAA wants Solar. They are offering him so much more money that I'm like, yeah, man, take it. Y'all have negative $2 million. Spend 80 grand a month on Solar. Do it. We need this commentator though. So actually, this one we're gonna fight you on because we need the chemistry bonus. What are they giving him? 26. 30, man. Whatever. And a signing bonus and a 30%. You know what? I'll give you 100% merchandise. No one's buying your shirt, man. Oh, he's not considering their offer? Oh, he's... Oh. I don't know why he's not considering their offer, but yes, thank you. Good catch, Genox. I just assumed with the much bigger number that he was going to take it. House show in Quebec. We're still grinding in Quebec. Oh, La Diabolica. La Diabolica? Diabolica. I don't know. Anyway, she's healthy. Didn't know she was hurt. UWA also wants Solar. Whatever, man. I'm going to let them fight for it. And we're huge. All right. Well, what a teaser. Oh, we don't have when do we have the next Super Viernes? I need to know now. So we have a Nitro. Okay. April 7th is our first, because we do have some in the can from when they taped like 4 of them, I guess. So we don't have to do one this week. That's actually huge because we need more time. So this Friday and next Friday, we don't have to do a Super Viernes. And then April 7th will be the debut of WCW. Also, I feel like at this point, we gotta change the name of World Championship Wrestling to just WCW Saturday Night. We can't have 3 shows and one just called World Championship Wrestling, you know? I think it's time. WCW Saturday Night. It's either this one or this one. I like the one with the black background. All right. Good. So next stream, Spring Stampede. Stream after that will probably be the first Super Viernes. We have to figure out what we're going to do with events for them. Right now I have no idea. We'll figure we'll figure out a something. And yeah, that's it. Tune in tune in on Thursday, AEW. I'm on tour. Ironically was just in Mexico for Dynamite. Now we're going to the UK. Nick's got a pay-per-view coming up. Lots of stuff going on over there. If you're watching on YouTube, hey, thanks. Appreciate it. This was a long one. Thanks for staying tuned. Maybe like the video or leave a comment. Come hang out Tuesdays and Thursdays, 8 o'clock Eastern, twitch.tv/Warles. And that's it. Bye, everybody. Thanks for watching.